Mhm. In this final session, Ronnie will guide us through integration and momentum work, carrying what you've released, rewired, and activated into the year ahead without burnout, overextension, or collapse. This is about moving forward with yourself, not away from yourself. Ronnie, you can hop on whenever you're ready.
Hello, everyone. And Deanna, she was great. I was actually driving during that time, but I was shaking and moving while I was driving, so I was totally enjoying what she gave out today. And so today, what we are going to be talking about is moving without burnout. Okay, sustainable momentum in the year of the horse. Now, also, I have to put this out because my dog decided to be a gazelle the other day, and he's now a crip, and he's whiny a lot. So if you hear him, just ignore him, please. But other than that, welcome back to day 3. And today is different because yesterday was about authority. And the day before was about completion. Today is about movement, but not the kind most people mean when they say that word. Before we begin, I still want you to notice your body, not your thoughts, not your expectations, just your body. Because your body, your body is where momentum lives and where burnout begins. Some of you are already feeling ready to move, which is great. And some of you may be feeling cautious, also great. Some of you may feel both at the same time, which is great as well, because that's exactly where you should be. Today is not about pushing forward, it is about learning how to move without leaking power. We will not repeat or reteach the last 2 days, but we will anchor them. Day 1 was about closing circuits, reclaiming energy from what is complete. Day 2 was about claiming the reins, establishing internal authority and direction. Today only works if those two are already in motion because we are referring to energy, and this has been a 3-day series, today being the final. Momentum magnifies the said energy. So if you have not watched day 1 or 2, I would probably advise you to go back and rewatch them. However, we now continue. Okay, the horse, the year of 10, the year of the horse is not symbolic fluff. Energetically, the horse represents amplified movement. In a horse year, effort compounds faster. Misalignment accelerates consequences. And energy moves whether you are ready or not. And that's why, excuse me, confirmation. That's why horse years feel intense to people who are unprepared and exhilarating to people who are regulated. The horse does not ask permission, it responds to clarity. This is the part people misunderstand. The horse does not reward speed, it rewards coherence. Now, if you feel a mix of excitement and concern about 2026, good. because that means your system understands what is about to come or what is coming. So let's dismantle one of the biggest lies that people like to carry for whatever reason. Burnout is not caused by doing too much. It's not. Burnout is caused by moving without containment. You have no focus. I'm just saying. You can work long hours without burnout. Trust me, I know you can. You can move slowly and still burn out. I remember doing that at one point in time, back a long time ago. Burnout happens when your energy is split, when your direction is unclear, when rest is reactive instead of strategic. The nervous system never returns to neutral. That's burnout. Burnout is an energetic pacing failure. He's just going to be getting loud here in a minute. I'm just saying, throwing that one out. But pacing is not about slowing down, okay? It's about knowing when to consolidate. Now, this distinction is essential in 2026. Motion, okay? Activity, busyness, movement. Sorry, he got a messed up leg and he's trying to get up. Movement without accumulation. Okay, momentum, movement that builds, energy, compounding, direction, reinforced over time, acceleration, increased speed, higher output, requires strong containment. Now, most people confuse motion with momentum and acceleration for success. But acceleration without momentum leads to collapse. And momentum requires rest that are not breaks. There's a difference. Rest is, he found the bone. Rest is not recovery from exhaustion. Rest is part of the movement cycle. It's in nature, nothing moves endlessly. Even rivers have banks, okay? And even seasons, they pause for their next time to come around. You know, that is strategic rest. It prevents leakage. It consolidates gains that you receive as a result. It allows your nervous system to recalibrate. Rest is not stopping. It is stabilizing. People who don't rest strategically are not disciplined, especially with their body. They are reactive. If rest makes you feel uncomfortable, or if rest just makes you feel uncomfortable in general, that doesn't mean you're lazy. It means that your system learned, okay, to equate worth with output. We correcting that now, okay? Your body signals before it breaks every day of the week. Always. Signals include irritation, mental fog, procrastination, overstimulation, um, sudden resistance. Yeah, okay, hold on a second. Okay. I'm on my phone still, bear with me. But these are not character flaws, is what I'm saying. These are early warning signs. Trying to get you to look from a different perspective. Okay. The horse here amplifies signals, especially the ones that you give out. Ignoring said signals becomes costly to you, thereby causing your own struggle. This is the heart of today's work. How long have I been on? I don't even know what time I started. I'm going to be honest with you. But this is the heart of today's work. Everyone has a natural energetic rhythm. You have your own circadian rhythm. Most people, they override it. I would not advise you to continue doing that. I'm just saying, your rhythm includes periods of expansion, of consolidation, of integration. Success in 2026 depends on respecting this rhythm. So ask yourself quietly, when does my energy naturally surge? When does it naturally settle? Where do I override instead of listen? You are not meant to be consistent every day. You are meant to be coherent over time in your space. Hope we're tracking on that one right there because that was really important. Okay, containment is the skill that holds everything together. Containment. What does that mean? I made some mint tea because I got like a big old box of it in real quick, so I have to have some. Mm. Containment. All right. What does it really mean? All right. It could mean many, right? Not oversharing, um, not over committing. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it every time I can possibly say it. No is a complete sentence. Period. No explaining unnecessarily. And no leaking emotion into action. Okay, containment is not suppression. It is selective release. And the horse moves best, okay? The horse moves best when energy is held until it is needed, thereby giving you more strength. I'm just saying. Some of you are realizing, I don't need more motivation. I need more containment. Great. I'm glad you're thinking that because that realization alone will change your year. Inevitably, because you're doing something different. I'm just saying. Now, here's the formula we are anchoring. Okay. Completion, authority, momentum. Not hustle, not force, not pressure. Clean movement, friends. When energy is intact, okay, action feels simpler. Decisions feel clearer. Results, they arrive with less friction. Now, this is the horse working with you. Now, before we complete, I want to speak to the room. Not as individuals, but as a field. because right now, nothing needs to be solved, nothing needs to be decided, and nothing needs to be optimized either. Notice what feels quieter now than when you arrived. What feels less urgent? What no longer needs a story from you? That's part of integration, because integration does not announce itself. It actually shows up as less noise. Some of you may feel subtle clarity. Some of you may just feel neutral. Some of you may even feel tired, not drained, okay? Just finished, is what I'm saying. Get the gist, is what I mean. So, and it's correct, either which one it is, because you don't leave here energized, you leave here organized with all 3 days, of course. So, let your next few days be simple. Um, let movement arise naturally, and let rest, let it happen without justification. It's okay. Nothing is missing. Now, as we complete this 3 day container, I want to leave you with this. The year of the horse will move energy with or without your consent. Okay. But it will only reward those who move intact. You do not need to be faster. You do not need to be clearer. You do not need more effort. You need better command of your energy. And you do not need to fear momentum. When you know how to rest without stopping, it makes momentum so much easier. So thank you guys. Hold the field and grounded, not elevated. What I offer for you guys, it's mostly, well, here in the state in Arizona, some things I could possibly do online. But meaning I use social media as a teaching and transmission space for energetic authority, regulation, and sustainable momentum. Now, this work is it's not about hype, manifestation, pressure, or spiritual performance. It's about moving intact, mentally, energetically, and physically as well. Through my platforms, I share live teachings on containment, pacing, and burnout free momentum. Practical, energetic tools for clarity, regulation, and coherence. Online guidance for people navigating high change cycles. Now, for those located in Arizona, I do offer services. Life activation, which is restoring vitality, clarity, and purpose. I have crystal healings, which support energetic balance, grounding, and integration. I also have crystal readings, intuitive and energetic interpretation using crystal resonance. And then I have readings on the side, insight and guidance, which are also based on energetic and metaphysical frameworks, mind you. Now, these offerings are structured and they're grounding. They are not escapist or performative. They are designed to support clarity, stability, and embodied presence, conscious presence over time. My work, both online and in person, is for people who are done chasing growth and ready to move forward without self depletion. And you can contact me on my Facebook page would be the easiest way, which is, the www.facebook.com/put RhoniLG, RhoniLG. Other than that, you can send me a DM. You could also get in contact with me at my email address, which is RhoniLG@gmail.com. Other than that, I really don't know how long I've been on, but if anybody could maybe let me know, because it's been a heck of a day for me so far. But if anybody had any questions, feel free. I guess we got a little bit of time. I'm not sure. If
Yeah,
not,
you started at like 12:24 or 12:25, something like that.
oh wow. So I
Yeah,
got
so you've
plenty of
got
time.
plenty of, yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, I tell you what. Let's okay, as far as questions are concerned, there's one thing that's important before you speak, that you ask yourself one particular question, and you need to ask yourself, is this question about direction or is it about permission? Because I'm not going to override your authority. I'm going to help you hear what your energy already knows, pretty much is basically what I'm saying. Um, it's up to y'all. If anybody has any questions, and if not, maybe I can, you know, I don't know, give some ideas maybe, because I have been asked numerous questions, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't see anybody because I'm on my phone right now, and I don't know how to work this thing on Zoom with my phone.
Okay, go ahead
So,
and answer questions that other people normally ask you.
okay, all right, well, all right, let me see. Okay, let me see. All right, so we talked about, when you're trying to
I have a question.
force
Do you want me just to
things.
ask a question?
If y'all want to, I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
I do actually have one because I
Okay.
like you've talked a lot about the year of the horse, which is where we're going, and I appreciate the focus on where we're going. But I would love just like a brief little better understanding about what the year of the snake was and like what just kind of like what all the themes of that were. I really, really have loved you talking about the year of the horse and like what all of that, like all of that and what that means. It's been fascinating. I just want to learn a little bit more about the snake that we're leaving behind.
Okay, let me ask you this question based on that. Um, why are you asking about past events when you you cannot change them? What is that going to benefit you for, is what I'm asking.
I think mostly just because as I'm watching things that I'm leaving behind, I just want to see how it aligns with what the theme of the year was. That's all. Just information, curiosity.
Okay, I understand that. I mean, I get that, but what I'm asking you is, what will the answer benefit your energy now?
I think maybe the benefit would just be integration, I guess.
So you want to reintegrate this entire year all over?
No, no, not necessarily, but just understanding
What?
what's
Well,
being
that's what
okay.
you just said.
For example, I did an ayahuasca ceremony once, right? And
Okay.
all of the pieces of information that were flashing through my mind during the experience didn't make any sense to me. But afterwards, as it was
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a
integrating,
minute. When did you do that ceremony is my question first.
well, I mean, it was about 4 years ago. But
Okay, so
afterward,
the ceremony was 4 years ago, right?
yes.
Okay. All right. And you didn't understand it 4 years ago, correct? Is that what you said?
Right when it happened. But
Okay,
like
okay.
over the next few days and few months, I
Right.
started to like all of those little pieces kind of got like more information was coming forth into my conscious mind so that I could understand all of those pieces. And I kind of feel
Right.
like
That
that's
would be
kind of
your
what I'm
integrating.
asking is like
Exactly.
just all the little
That's
pieces and parts. I just want to understand it in a concise understanding of like about the snake.
okay. Okay. You're not going to like this answer. Um,
Okay.
but you actually said it without realizing you actually said it. And I'm paraphrasing because I cannot tell you exactly what you just said, but you mentioned you had the ceremony. At the time of the ceremony, you did not understand what you know endured. Okay, totally understandable, because it's kind of like an initiation, because that's really what you did. Okay, you need to understand that you didn't just go through a ceremony, you went through an initiation with your energy when you did this. That's very important for you to understand what you did. Now, you also mentioned as time elapsed, you would gather some information in regards to what you saw, dealt with, whatever, through the ceremony. Okay. Now, that right there, okay, that's your answer. Okay. Because you need to understand, like I said, the ceremony that you were in, you were working with your energy. Okay. That means you, as a light being first, were getting your downloads, okay, of information. All right. So your light body can work this physical housing unit to do what is next for you to do. Okay. So you basically helped yourself rise up the vibration pole, is what I'm saying when you did that. Now, these 4 years since that ceremony, you have been doing nothing but integrating. Okay. Now, that being said, the data that you received 4 years ago, when you need that data is going to be available. Right now, it's like hanging out in the cloud, for example. So when you need it, you can go retrieve it and then
Okay, so my
utilize
question
it.
wasn't about that. It was really just about the year of the snake. And the reason I explained that was just that's why I want to know. I know the
But
things that I experienced, and I just want to put it together as like if the year of the snake is this, oh, then all of these things I experienced fit in and align in this way. So it's just about putting the pieces together is all I'm trying to do. That's why I asked about the snake.
okay, well, I mean, you
Just
have
so
to
that those
understand you've
pieces can
been
make
through
more
four
sense.
years. You have to utilize each year's animal. You can't just use the year of the snake. You're talking
I
about
was
four
only I was
years.
just asking about the year of the snake because we're just leaving it. And so I was just trying to match my experiences last year with what the theme was.
What is your so
I am a snake.
okay, so that was the other thing. So if you're looking at, okay, so if the snake is the sixth, okay, um, of the 12-year cycle, okay, you're looking at everything that happened in this year of the snake was a culmination of basically the last 6 of the 12 years that you lived through. Am I making
Okay,
any
so
sense when I
so
say that? It's
it's like halfway
associated with
through
the earth.
it's like halfway
Oh,
through.
well, okay. The snake is the sixth, okay, of the 12-year cycle of the animals.
Okay.
Okay. each animal, has their year. Okay. So we are in the 6th of the 12 years. So if you're specifically asking about this year, which is the 6th year of the 12, okay, that means there are still 6 more years in your cycle because you are a snake. So what you want to reference in this year, which is the year of the snake, the only thing you will have to work with is the 6 years prior to this, well, the 5 years prior to this year. Because you're still in the middle of a 12-year cycle because you're a snake. That's why I'm referencing that over and over, because we're specifically talking about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what it is you got in your head, as far as how you're wanting to work the year of the snake and whatever it was that you went through, because I wasn't there and I don't know what you actually saw. The only thing I do know is you did mention, since that ceremony initiation that you had over these past 4 years, you culminated information and it's become more apparent. What happened 2 years prior to your ceremony is a question I have also.
6 years ago.
Well, no, I
5
mean,
years
like
ago.
2 years, no, 2 years prior to your ceremony. That was 4 years ago. What was occurring in those 2 years?
I don't know. It might have been more than 4 years ago that I had that, but I don't know. I moved here 9 years ago. Um, and I mean, there's been a lot of change. I don't know specifically because I can't think of. s- I don't know. I don't know because I can't remember exactly what year it was.
So, what is your birthday?
June 25th, 1977.
It's in June. Let me see something. I got something up real quick. You said 1977?
Yeah.
June. Okay, wait a second. Back up. June 77. Hold on a minute. That doesn't show me that. Hold on a minute. You said June 19, oops, 77. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the computer tells me right now, because I don't know the details of what you're referring to in your ceremony to answer anything, but it's saying that those born in the snake year, okay, and you are just born in the snake year, because you're not a fire snake, because that would be February. Um, but it says you're often characterized by their intelligence, passion, and leadership qualities. Would that reference anything with what you went through in your ceremony?
No. No, my question wasn't really even about the ceremony. It was just really about the snake year and what the principles of it were. But that is the theme of my life. I'm also numerology, a life path one. So it's like that's
Oh, that doesn't surprise me
yeah,
one
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Seriously, that really doesn't surprise me. I mean,
Yeah.
which is a great thing, I might add,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, they
But
seem to fit together, so
okay, see now, okay, coming from being also Life Path One, we're looking at planning, strategic growth. Now, and I'm not talking just in one particular thing. Whatever it is you went through this year with regards to your own personal strategic growth, okay? Your thoughtful planning for whatever your creation with whatever subject. But hopefully there should have been some kind of focus on flexibility with yourself and with creativity. Because this is saying that this, well, we know the snake symbolizes wisdom, transformation, and hidden potential. But I mean, the year of the snake, and it doesn't change its definition within the year. It is still the energy of the year of the snake, is where I'm trying to get to. So the only thing I can tell you based on what you have dealt with this year, look towards, your planning. Was it strategic or was it haphazard? And then as a result of that answer, you'll be able to see the outcome that you got. Now, based on that example, okay, we'll just say that, going into next year, the year of the horse, because in all essence, the ending of this year based on the lunar aspects, whatever somebody on this planet has been working on the latter part of this year is actually since October, because from October to March of next year, everything that somebody is putting focus on, intention, conscious effort into, come March, when, can't remember the lunar aspect, but everything that you have accumulated this last 3-4 months going into next year, the year of the horse, because this was all your planning, your strategic planning that you've been focusing on with whatever creativity you've been doing. And we're talking in all aspects, personal, spiritual, mental, what I'm saying? Every aspect, not just one. That is all then going to go into the year of horse, meaning whatever you've done will accumulate. Okay.
Yeah,
And it's
that's what I was looking for.
okay, because you brought up the ceremony first, so my head was just like stuck on that, and I'm like, I don't know what she saw during her ceremony.
I was just trying to explain to you because you asked me why I wanted to know, and I was just trying to explain to you why I wanted to know. I just wanted to, yeah.
So because of and it's not that you were confused whenever you had the ceremony. It was just that's what happens when you initiate the energy within your light body. That's what happens to everybody. I mean, because, we come here, to this planet, remembering everything, and then we forget, and we have to relearn it. That ceremony that you had was exactly that. A part that you signed up for, that you knew was a part of this journey that was going to help you to remember to where you are now so you can get to where you need to get to next year. I hope that made sense.
Yeah.
I mean, energetically, that's the main thing is that I have to tell you right now is, okay, your focus needs to be forward bound. Everything behind you means nothing. You cannot do anything about it. It is of no matter. You cannot change what has already been done. You can only do one step different than what you did to make something different occur, because inevitably it will, because you've done something different. That's the only focus you need to keep on from any past experience, because that's all they are. They're experiences that you go through so you can learn and move beyond that, because everything is energy. Everything, including that sand that's sitting outside my yard. But, you know, what I'm saying basically is everything is energy. You cannot look at situations as events that are just stagnant. Okay? Yes, they are stagnant in that time of space when it occurred. You are now in a different time and space. So where are you focusing on this time and space? That's what it's about. You know, because I know some people, they feel stuck. But stuck is it means your energy is being held. It's not blocked, because stability often comes before movement. So if I mean, if you feel like you're going, you know, up and down, back a couple steps, only up one, you know, that's okay. That's called recalibration. There's nothing wrong with that. It's how someone just pretty much looks at the situation. But, you know, other than that, that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, unless you wanted to get something specific, I can't really give you any more than pretty much what you already know. And you already know the answer. You pretty much said it. Oops. But just let it all settle. That's the best thing I could say. Thank you.